In my personal opinion, I truly believe that Donald Trump is fully aware of what's going on with Saudi Arabia, Israel, and the oligarchs of Russia. I believe truly that he is fully aware of what's happening because he used the 8200 unit and Black Cube to hack into the databases, and he got dirt on all the Republicans before he became president. In 2014, he separated himself from his assets and made sure that Cohen and Weisselberg were in charge of all of his money and his estates because he was under review and investigation with the IRS. His personal friends in Russia are an oligarch who really wanted Navalny to get in. And Hillary Clinton wanted Navalny to get in. And Barack Obama wanted Navalny to get in. And that big reset didn't work out against Vladimir Putin. However, Donald Trump made a lot of promises to a lot of people, and so he had to look this way and look that way. And a lot of them did. Unfortunately, MBS, Mohammed bin Salman, didn't look either way. He believed he was above that. I don't know why specifically, yet he decided that Khashoggi deserved to die. And he made contact with Khashoggi, and he tried to get him to come in so that they could do death by 10,000 cuts to him for being a traitor. Donald Trump knew of this. Donald Trump's taken in tons of money. Donald Trump had plans. He wants to be the person with the 10 horns. A tower in every place. And unless 7 countries rise against him, we'll be stuck at this point. That's why it's so important for us to be at this point and why Donald Trump's attacking your stocks right now and saying tariff, tariff, tariff. One of the major oligarchs that he's with is right out of Russia, who owns steel and aluminum in large quantities, billions of dollars. The same oligarch has a brother who deals with rugs and other merchandise, who helped Manafort set up a shop just like that for money laundering. Donald Trump, he's an active player in this, and he helped himself to the election because he knew just how Hillary Clinton would do it. See, the DCC and the RNC keep these registrations of human beings that should vote if you need them for the election. And the NRA has a huge database of all of its people that are part of its membership. So if you can suppress the DCC's voter list and increase the RNC voter list for Donald Trump and have people artificially come out to vote that weren't necessarily going to come out to vote in areas that are highly prone to it, like Wisconsin and Michigan, you can create the ability to rig an election. And all you have to do is say, I'm going to create a new NRA in Russia. Please let me see your files so I can try to make ours look like yours to help us out. And then you give over your database of all your people that are involved with their addresses, and then Donald Trump gets it. And then he uses it as if it's a campaign strategy to elicit voters that aren't going to show up. Maybe they're in long-term care. Maybe they're dead. Who knows? But by taking away the DCC's voter registration that they have, that they got off the 2010 census, that they didn't share with anyone, that was Barack Obama, they artificially stimulated themselves by removing one and replacing it with another. That's illegal. George W. Bush died, and it's very sad. Yet at the same time, I truly believe he's preventing a Cold War once again. Israel put into place Ukraine's leadership, Petro Poroshenko. Donald Trump made sure he went there right away. Petro Poroshenko tried to attack Russia by creating a blockade to create conflict because of what's happening in Syria. Currently, they're still trying to create conflict, yet it won't get off. Their alliances between them are known as the franchise. And Hillary Clinton said it best. Donald Trump is destroying the franchise because he took his half and she took her half. And while they still want to create a major problem between the United States and Russia, it's really a large group of people who are part of a world organized crime unit that are trying to have us fight against one another with intent. And they're doing it not for me or you, but for themselves. Either they think they're illuminated, or they think that they know better than God, or they just think they're supremacists. It really doesn't matter, does it? When you have the al-Assad family working with Benjamin Netanyahu in the desert against Russia, against the United States, and Donald Trump's backing up all of them, even though they know that they're bad people, the problem therein lies in the one that rose from the Sea of Faces. It was from the Sea of Faces, the United States of America, that Donald Trump rose from. He has affected all 7 countries, all 7 nations. His heads go in 7 ways, and the child rose. The child who has the 2 Koreas, one of the north, one of the south, one of the crane, one of the child, the Han and the Nan. They are to come together. And when they come together, that is fulfilled. So you have everything you need. He has selected his horsemen. He has Pompeo, John Bolton, Kavanaugh. Donald Trump has made the choices to effectively bring forth the revelation, and he can be well contained. Mr. Bush died, but he prevented a Cold War, and I believe that when he passed again, he is still preventing that same Cold War. Because if they could get us to look at Ukraine and create a war over there through Israel, Israel would move on the desert because of Benjamin Netanyahu, pushed by Assad for oil. Lots and lots of oil. It's just sad. God bless God. This is my humble opinion.